What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt Wyatt. So this is going to be a little bit different for my YouTube channel. I'm going to add like more of like review roundups for movies that came out like months ago and that I missed out in the theatrical release. And I watched these movies very late in the game, but I want to speed up the process because I didn't want to review each individual movies at a time for a movie that came out a while ago. So this is going to be a little bit different in this video. And I know I'm a little late to review a couple of the films that came out in 2024, but most of the films I just did not have time to watch as much as them as I wanted to. So I'm trying to play a little bit more catch up. So a couple of movies that I will be reviewing, a movie called A Real Pain with Kerry Colgan and Jesse Eisenberg, and another film for A24 movie called Heretic with Hugh Grant. So the first movie I'm going to be reviewing is A Real Pain, that is starring Jesse Eisenberg and Kerry Colgan, and it's written and directed by Jesse Eisenberg, which I didn't know that he directed this movie until the movie ended. I didn't look it up on IMDb of who made it, and it was a film that was not on my radar. I know a lot of people were buzzing about this movie, and it's got a lot of awards season, and it's up for an Oscar buzz for this movie as well. So yeah, this movie is supposed to be telling the story about these two guys who are cousins who are mismatched, and they've drifted apart years ago and they reunite again to go on this tour in Poland, and they're taking the Holocaust tour, and guess their grandmother was a survivor of the Holocaust, and she recently passed away, and they wanted to take a tour into her homeland to pay respects and also pay amends to their past as well. After watching this movie, I will say that this movie is absolutely a brilliant film from beginning to end. That is very fast paced. It's like an hour in 25 minutes or 30 minutes or so, and it never really misses any beat once, because you got Kerry Colgan, who is a free-spirited, charming, and funny, but also he has a lot of pain inside of him because he grew so much close to his grandmother, and he's basically an unemployed pothead, but he is a kind of guy who is more free-spirited, that likes to enjoy life. And yeah, there's moments in the film where he gets triggered and he kind of lashes out every now and then. And Jesse Eisenberg, who's so uptight, who always overthinks everything. He also has a job and a family of his own with his wife and kid, and he wants to spend time with his cousin to make sure that nothing bad happens to him. Him and Kerry Colgan are close friends. They were close a long time ago until they drifted apart like years ago. And I see them reunite again in their banter was absolutely natural and authentic. This movie really does give you a little bit of a history lesson about the Holocaust, because these two characters are Jewish, and they did a great job of giving us a little bit of a history, but also it gives us a little bit more character depth between the two of them, facing their own past and facing the pain that they are feeling inside, especially with Kerry Colgan. He may act funny, but you get this one scene in the airport when he's sitting down and he doesn't say a word, but you really understand what he's feeling and what he's going through, and you understand the pain through his eyes. He may hide all that for majority of the time, but really, he really is hurting on the inside because he feels like that Jesse Eisenberg doesn't really care about him, that he has too much busy time on his schedule, and I thought that was great. And there's a monologue with Jesse Eisenberg and what he's going through in his pain in his life, and he wish he would have had his cousin's spirit. Overall, this movie is a masterpiece. I give this movie a 10 out of 10. That's my rating of the movie. This is a highly recommend film. Kerry Colgan is absolutely incredible in the film, and he's in actually a younger brother of Macaulay Culkin, and he's really come a long way as an actor. I mean, if you've seen him in the HBO series Succession, he's absolutely incredible. I didn't really watch the whole series. I've only got through at least two seasons. I haven't finished season two. I've been wanting to get back on for a while, and Kerry Colgan won an Emmy Award for Best Supporting Actor in Succession like last year, and he's also won a couple of awards, recent awards for this movie itself for the Best Supporting Actor. I wouldn't be surprised that Kerry Colgan gets not a win for Best Supporting Actor. I think he's up for the win. I really believe so. He's definitely knocked it out of the park with his acting and his performance. Jesse Eisenberg, which look, Jesse Eisenberg is like not like the greatest actor in the world, and I know a lot of people gave him a lot of crap for playing Lex Luthor in Batman v Superman, but that was not really his fault. That's just what Zack Snyder wanted him to be, and this is his biggest comeback that I've seen him doing in his recent years. This is probably his best acting that he's done in his acting career by Jesse Eisenberg himself. Very well directed, very well paced. That You won't be bored. It never misses a beat with the humor and the drama. It really just makes it so authentic and really natural. And the cinematography was great. The music score was absolutely brilliant. It never missed the beat. And yeah, that this is my highly recommend film. Now on to the next movie for the movie that I saw. It is called Heretic, that is starring Hugh Grant, and it's an A24 horror movie, a suspense film about these two girls who are very religious. They go door to door and try to convert these people into believing the Christianity of faith and all. And then when they come across with Hugh Grant's character, who comes off as very charming and charismatic, and he lets them into their home, and one thing he does is to challenge these two girls about beliefs and their religion. The best part about that movie is when he's trying to make some comparison from these pop culture genres like board games or Monopoly, or musics that get plagiarized throughout time and time. And most of the music that are very popular, you wouldn't even know that they sound the same until you see the comparison. And I love how he makes this whole analogy and try to make them think about their beliefs in their own religion, because there's been many religion that depict throughout history, and we don't even know if they're all even true. Are we living in a system of control by religion? It's just puts it to the test between the two girls, and they play this and they put them in this whole cat and mouse game. It doesn't really try to rely on the jump scares or the body count, even though that there are a couple of jump scares and there are a couple of body counts, which I won't reveal too much, is so damn good. But this is more of a dialogue driven. Not only that these two girls get challenged by their religion and their beliefs, but it's also they're also challenging Hugh Grant as well. And I love how that one of them tries to outsmart him, and they play it off very well. And they never felt very caricatures. The two actresses put on an incredible performance. I'm not really familiar with their work, but I'm definitely familiar with Hugh Grant because it's Hugh Grant. And I don't know if he's ever done a horror movie before, but he does play it very well, and I loved his performance. I mean, and that's the beauty of the character, is that they don't try to have you make you believe that he's just a sadistic, twisted serial killer. No, he plays off a charming and charismatic that he makes you care and you want to side with him. You kind of want to side with him in the beginning when he was challenging their faith and their beliefs of the religion, and it just really just it messes with your head. It's a total mind fuck. Yeah, overall, this is definitely one of the best horror films that came out in 2024. And it's one of the better A24 movies. This is like a straightforward premise that doesn't try to rely on artsy fartsy, which I don't like using that word that much, but I'm trying to describe that sometimes they like to put you into that position with these A24 movies where they just try to rely on more of the arts and more style over substance. This is not. This is a very well paced and it's straightforward, and it never bores you once, and the movie goes by so quickly. And guess what? Topher Grace is also in the movie as well, which I won't reveal what his purpose in the movie. I was a little disappointed that we didn't get much of him in the film. And Topher Grace, like, he was totally unrecognizable, and you wouldn't recognize him at first until you had to really look deep beneath the surface. It's a well-directed, great cinematography, great performances all front. It's a highly recommend movie if you want to see some original horror movie. And the movie really does challenge you of what you really believe in your own religion. It's just insane. I'm gonna give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. And the reason why I wanted to give this thing a 9.5, there was one thing I did not like, was that how the movie ended so abruptly. I kind of wanted a little bit more, but it was not enough to pull me out of it. So, what did you think of these two movies? What did you think of Real Pain and Heretic? Did you love these movies? Or was someone out there that thought, hey, I was underwhelmed and it's not really for me? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And I will continue to do a little more 2024 movie roundup. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button because it helps the YouTube algorithm. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so that you know when my videos come up. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, great evening, wherever you're from, and I hope you guys stay tuned for more of my content in 2025.